Hello everyone. What you're seeing is my Xtool P2S laser engraver. Under this cover, this is the laser with air, CO2 assist. So what I'm doing today, don't know what that is. Something was stuck on there, some kind of sticker. What I'm doing today is I'm going to be mounting a small camera. Comes on this strip and it has this little box. What I'm going to be doing is mounting this camera on the laser. The reason I want to do that is to film the laser actually cutting. The Xtool machine has two cameras in it. One camera's under here, and this measures your material heights. It also takes pictures of everything that's on the build platform, and it allows you to, in the programming software, to place your designs on your objects that are laying on your bed. I have the honeycomb bed installed. I have another video for that. This honeycomb bed, after lots of searching on Amazon, I found this one relatively cheap, and it was literally designed to fit in the Xtool, and it was like $50 something, and it works great. Fits perfect and works great. But anyway, the one camera here that lets you do work in the with the software and measure things and place your items, does close-up shots. The second camera is under here, and it just takes an overall picture of what's inside the machine. So the only place I found that I could mount this camera where it will not interfere with any moving parts is right here on the face of this section right here, and it has to be placed up relatively high because the bottom edge of this does contact an edge over there, and we don't want, you know, the camera getting into the way of this moving around like this or like this. So the best place I found to mount the camera, so as you can see, this is a moving head, and the camera will move with the laser, and the camera will be focused on where the laser is cutting, straight down from the laser. So as you can see, this moves all around. The camera will be moving with it. So if my hand doesn't get in the way, I can show you like where it's going to be sitting. And this little thing here, not sure if that's if that's an antenna for the Wi-Fi or if that's some kind of microphone. I haven't looked it up yet. So this box is going to be mounted on the side like this. Then the camera strip I'm going to tuck underneath so that it's facing the laser. So I'll be taking this cover off, and then the camera, I'll have to take some of this slack out, and the camera I'll have to glue up inside just a little bit, which you can't see from this side. So this little camera, I'm gonna have to stick it. I'll probably put maybe 2 or 3. What I'm using to stick it on there is double-sided sticky tape. I also researched that on Amazon and bought some stuff that's thick and really good and sticky. So I'll probably put it like a double layer there so that this is angled down a little bit. And this also has an app you can download, and it's completely wireless, so you can record what your laser's cutting. You can make videos of it, you can watch it, and that's what I'm working on today. I want to be able to video the laser actually cutting. I videoed the laser cutting before, but it's always through the top glass, and it's looking straight down, and then what you see is this thing going back and forth in front of the camera. But when it does move over, you can see, the object down here, and that something did happen, but you can't see the laser itself doing the cutting. I think it would be neat that people could see it actually cutting or engraving or scoring, instead of staring at the top of this while it's working. So that's what I'm working on today. I'm gonna have to clean every surface with alcohol, which I have on hand. All this stuff, I just order everything off Amazon. None of these people know me or sponsor me or anything like that. I just purchase it on Amazon. So I'll be cleaning the surfaces with that. Here's the double-sided sticky tape I'll be using. You can see it's very thick, probably 1/8 of an inch thick. And I can already feel from the size of it, it's very sticky, even on the sides. So I'm going to be using a paper towel with the alcohol. It's important to clean the surfaces so that your tape will stick. I'm a little worried about this scan tag here. It's probably for if you need a new part or something, you scan that and order what you need. So I clean the outside. I'm going to clean the bottom. And I'm going to clean the inside edge where I want to stick the camera to. So I did open the app, and it took a little bit of time to get everything to link up and figure out how the app worked and how to get it to sync to my phone and whatnot. And I tried doing it on the computer. It also says it doesn't work on 5G for whatever reason. It's only for 2.4G or whatever that is. But I finally got it to link up, and it linked to my phone, and I'm like, okay, that's good enough. I'm not going to keep messing with it. And if it linked to my phone, I can just record through my phone and then download it to my computer. And then delete it off my phone so it's not sucking up all kinds of memory, because videos and pictures suck up the most memory on anything. So while I'm in here, I'm also just cleaning up some of the other parts. There's a lot of dust involved with laser engraving and cutting. I try to keep my machine as clean as I can. I have a little vacuum. I vacuum it out. I vacuum off the filter screens. Nice thing with the P2S, the filter, that filter box is removable. You just remove the whole filter box and you can clean out your filter, your fan, the fan box, sorry. The fan box, it's a dual fan setup, but you can pull the whole fan system out. It's removable so that you can clean the fans. I'll try to get this sticky tape off of the edge of this thing too. That was there when I purchased it. Purchased the machine, just never took the time to wipe it off. Looks like it came off. What's nice is this cover is just held on with magnets. Set it on there. Set it on there and it clicks into place. Okay. So where this camera has to clear is on this side over here. There's this railing here that the laser head rides on. The other thing that the camera has to clear is this little gear, this gear head right here. So when this comes across, see that that gear is sitting there up against this, the side where I want to put the camera. So the camera has to be far enough forward to this edge here, forward to this edge here on this side, not at the back, because it has to clear that gear drive right there. And while it's down there, it has to be up high enough so it doesn't hit this wall. It has to be up high enough, and it clears just fine. As long as I set it on this face, on this edge, the camera clears. Trying not to have shadows. So I'm going to make sure this is good and clean before I put that sticky tape on there. It's probably going to be a challenge getting the camera head positioned right where I want it. It may take some trial and error. I'm also going to clean off the body of the camera box. Rag's getting Paper towel is getting pretty dirty. Clean the back of the camera off. That's where that's gonna get. That's where the sticky tape's gonna mount. Back of the camera, and then also this antenna slash microphone. Not sure which it is. I still have to look it up. The reason I didn't look it up, the fine print, I have to wear reading glasses. My eyesight's normal otherwise, but I have to wear reading glasses because fine print I can't see. So I have a magnifying lens where I have to get that out and look up what that antenna is. It probably doesn't even say what it is. I had one pamphlet that came with the camera. It's basically all about telling you how to hook the thing up, how to connect it to the app. Gives you different instructions for different applications. It doesn't seem to say what the parts on the camera are. So I don't know if that's a microphone or if it's an antenna. So, double-sided sticky tape. Here we go. Let me get my razor cutter. So, because this is so fat this way, I'm going to cut a thin strip that'll fit on the body of that camera. I couldn't even cut it straight. Wow. It's nice and crooked, but that doesn't matter. This stuff feels very sticky, and I just got a dirty fingerprint all over it. Over here, I'm gonna set it on something so I can cut it. Bear with me. I think I'm gonna get my snips. It's gonna be easier to cut this with snips. I've got these flush cut snips for wire cutting, or for zip tie cutting. If you're going to cut off a zip tie that sticks out, you need to cut it off flush with the body that's holding it in place, because zip ties are very dangerous when you cut them off like that. As a maintenance person dealing with machines that have zip ties in them, they will cut your hand wide open. When you reach in to loosen a bolt or a nut and there's a zip tie next to you and you run your hand down that cut piece will rip your skin open. So it's important to cut those flush with these flush cutters. See how the cutting edge is all the way down to where it's flat. So when you cut that zip tie, you cut it right up tight against the body that it goes through. That way the zip tie doesn't cut somebody's hand open. I keep accidentally putting my dirty fingerprint on this sticky tape, because I cleaned all the dust off the machine. It all went on my fingers. This stuff's pretty sticky. I have to keep removing my dirty finger spots so this tape won't fail. Alright, let's try this time. I need my scissors, that's what I need. I have to run upstairs to get scissors. Okay. See if I can just stick it on here. That way I won't touch it. There's a backer on it, so that's keeping me from getting my fingerprints all over it. Okay, what's nice is the way this is going to be mounted, the plug-in is facing the outside of the machine, so I can plug it in and charge it. It has a rechargeable battery. Trim that little piece off there. Piece sticking out. Gonna have to be close enough. Make sure the cover still goes on. Perfect. Make sure this goes down without hitting. See how it goes right over the top? And this bottoms out like it's supposed to. It doesn't actually run into that when it's working, so I'm not worried about that thin camera strip right there. Also, oh, I just unplugged my light. Stepped on the cable. Dang it. This is an old extension cord that is very loose. I have newer ones, but this one was available, so I grabbed it. The end of that old extension cord is really loose inside. So the other thing that happens is This comes over here. What am I hitting this? This stops right in front of the door. I wasn't showing you that. This comes all the way over. This is behind the door when the top cover, when the top cover is closed. So I'm going to take another piece of this, stick it to this front face, pull this around, and stick this on the front face, like so. Just gotta stick this on here, just so it's not flopping around. I'm gonna try my razor blade again. Try not to cut myself. Got it. Try to put this on here without touching it. Ah. There's that part. I'm gonna have to somehow stick the excess of this camera here on the side. So I'll do the small piece for the camera first. Man, this stuff is sticky. Bear with me. I'm attempting to cut out a really tiny piece of tape here. Fun part, trying to peel the backer off. I'll go ahead and show the struggles. That way if someone else is trying to do this, they'll know what they're up against. It is not cooperating at all. Just have to be patient. It will eventually come. Oh, there we go. I got a corner. Ta-da! Yay! That was not fun. Alright, I'm probably gonna need I'll just stick it on there for now, and I'll turn the camera on to see what it sees. I hope I didn't leave it on. Alright, I'm going to stop this for a minute so I can check the camera. I'll be back.